Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's March 15th, 2017, the 74th day of the year, known as the Ides of March because Julius Caesar, the leader of Rome, was murdered on this date in our history books in the year 44 BC. Remember, in the language of gematria, the word kill using the alphabetic order sums to 44. All throughout history, people have been assassinated by the number 44. From Abraham Lincoln to JFK to Martin Luther King Jr. to Malcolm X to so many more. 44, a number of death. They say Julius Caesar murdered in 44 BC on this date. The Ides of March, they call it. You might recall that 2 years ago, on the Ides of March, that year it was a date with 33 numerology in 2015. That's when all the news was circulating about Vladimir Putin being missing. There were even rumors that Vladimir Putin might be dead. Then he came back out of wherever he was. That was 2 years ago. Vladimir Putin missing during the time of the Ides of March. Right now in the United States of America, we have the 45th president, Donald Trump, but he's only the 44th person to be president. That's because Grover Cleveland had a split term. He was number 22 and number 24, meaning the 25th president was really only the 24th person to be president all the way up to present. You know, Obama was number 44, but the 43rd person. Trump's number 45, but the 44th person. So check out the title, Julius Caesar. In gematria, that sums to 139, just like Freemasonry. Very special number to Freemasonry. And Freemasonry is older than the time of Julius Caesar. Freemasonry goes back thousands of years. You know, they say the victors are the ones who write the history books. Remember, the word Freemason has the same gematria as history. So history as we know it, very Masonic. Hard to say if Julius Caesar was really murdered on the 74th day of the year in the year 44 BC, but we're taught that for a reason. The title Caesar alone has gematria 47, like the word president. The Freemasons have something called Euclid's 47th problem about how to establish foundation for a structure. Foundation equals 47, framework 47, authority 47. Here in the U.S., White House 47, government 47. The word time also has gematria 47. The Freemason compass and square, the compass is set at 47 degrees. That's because all of this research, all of these tributes and numbers come back to the world we live in and the sun and time. The word time equals 47. The tropics of Cancer and Capricorn are 47 degrees apart, which measure time by measuring the solstices. 47. Another important number to Freemasonry, coded right into the title Caesar, just like the word president, and not by coincidence. Should also mention that the name Trump has a gematria 47. The night of the rig selection of Donald Trump, he was in the 47-story hotel, the Midtown Hilton Hotel. So, okay, here we are. It's March 15th, 2017. Today's date, I was just looking what the numerology is to see if anything pops out. It has a 55 connection, a number often connected to sacrifice. We'll see if there's any suspicious deaths today. 55, also a number related to Satan. Numerology, the Fibonacci sequence. So the Ides of March in 2017 landing on a date with 55 numerology. Special number. Number often connected with death and killing itself, so we'll see what happens. Also a date with 35 numerology, number of the Catholic Church. You go back to Rome, the Catholics. With regards to it being the 74th day of the year, Masonic has gematria of 74, so does the word killing. Again, a date remembered for the killing of Julius Caesar. Ides of March also has gematria of 101, like the word assassin. You know, he was assassinated, stabbed multiple times. So we're told. Ides of March also has gematria of 61, 18th prime number. connected to time and killing, associated with the story of Jesus on the cross. Both Jesus and cross have gematria of 61 as well as 74. We just talked about how Kanye West, a statue was made of him on the cross on a date with 61 numerology in Hollywood. Caesar also has gematria connecting with killing, also Masonic. Masonic's 115. Just show you real quick. Masonic 115, killing 115, Caesar 115. We just talked about the death of Biggie Smalls, who died at 1:15 in the morning, 115 days before the release of Puff Daddy's first album. Biggie Smalls, dead at 1:15. Dead 74 days from his upcoming birthday was Biggie Smalls. You know, we covered this last week. Rapper, 74. So much killing of rappers surrounding 74. Biggie Smalls dead at 1:15 in the morning, 74 days before his 25th birthday in the year 97. You know, I just did all this in the Notorious B.I.G. video, but 97's the 25th prime number. You know, just a little refresher in case you missed those Notorious B.I.G. videos. Check them out. It's all connected to Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, the two biggest beneficiaries of his death. This past weekend, they had a ritual retiring the jersey of Notorious B.I.G. in the Brooklyn Barclays Center where the Nets play, which Jay-Z's a part owner of. Both Puff Daddy and Jay-Z are 47 years old right now. I just put up a video about it. It's all Masonic rituals. These men are all Freemasons. So, with regards to Julius Caesar dying in 44 BC, Ides of March in the septenary cipher also sums to 44. The septenary cipher is what Marty Leeds 33 teaches. He only teaches one form of gematria. He teaches the septenary format. If you want to see how this cipher works, let's just do it here. Ides of March. This is what you do. When you come to the website, you get these four methods. The checkbox over here are other relevant methods. Septenary, 44. If you click on septenary, it'll show you the breakdown. If you want to see the full cipher for the alphabet, this is how you do it. You just click on the right side of the screen under the cipher chart, and boom, you got it. Ides of March is 44 with this cipher. Notice the letters only go up to 7. G is the 7th letter. G in the middle of the Freemason compass and square. There's a lot of relevant ciphers in gematria. The more you're aware of, the more you'll see. Do you think it's a coincidence that Ides of March equals 44 in light of Julius Caesar reportedly being killed in 44 BC? Remember, our most basic method, the alphabetic order, kill is 44. K the 11th, I the 9th, L the 12th, L the 12th. So, on the topic of killing leaders in 44, again, Trump's the 44th president, and 187 is the number all over Trump's presidency. 187, a number associated with the homicide code. Trump's GOP convention began July 18th, 2016 in Cleveland. Inauguration Day in Washington, D.C. was 187 days later. Here's the start of the convention, July 18th, 18/7. Look at this. 187 days until Inauguration Day in Washington, D.C., named after George Washington. Washington, D.C., 187. George Washington, 187. Trump was in the Midtown Hilton Hotel in Rockefeller Plaza. The Rockefellers, the presidents. Rockefeller, 187. Trump's a member of the Society of Jesus, which is the Jesuit order. Society of Jesus, 187. His convention was in Ohio, 187. The word Times, 187. And I forgot a crucial one, which we're just going to do together. George W. Bush, the last Republican president, with the George W. tribute to George Washington. His birthday is July 6th, 1946. Born a month after Trump. Trump was born June 14th, 1946. July 6th is the 187th day of the year. July 6th, 187. That day is also a span of 68 days from September 11th. It was 1968, 33 years before 2001, when Bush would become president, that Bush graduated from Yale and Skull and Bones, the Masonic Order. 1968. 1968, also the year 911 made the emergency dialing code. World Trade Center construction began. The movie Space Odyssey 2001 came out by Stanley Kubrick. The 187 code. You know, we'll see how it works out for Trump. Let us also remember that Ohio connects to president. There's 2 states in simple English gematria that sum to 47 like president. They're Ohio and Nevada. The first Democratic debate was in Nevada. The first Republican debate, when they were narrowing the field, was in Ohio. Trump had 2 assassination scares in Nevada. One on the 411-year anniversary of the Guy Fawkes trying to blow up Parliament incident. Remember, the 5th of November. 411 is a number connected to assassination, killing, and Freemasonry. JFK killed from 411 Elm Street. His assassination foreshadowed on the Andy Griffith Show, Christmas Day, 1961, the year he was elected, when a bootlegging family got busted at 411 Elm Street. Same address JFK was shot from. JFK, Kennedy's bootlegging family. Kennedy equals 33, like alcohol. Prohibition ended in 33. Anyway, we're talking about Ohio, which also has the gematria 47, like president, like authority, like White House, like government, like Washington, D.C. Notice Washington, D.C. is 47 in the septenary format. Our method 1 through 7. Washington, D.C., 47 also in Chaldean, another related format. Again, 47, coming back to the Freemason compass and square. Washington, D.C. streets are built with the same angles, the 47-degree measurement, 47 degrees pointing right at the White House, President 47. You see, you guys, this is how the Freemasons did it. They built our alphabet this way, they built the nation's capital this way, and it's all based on the mathematics of this earth and the sun. You know, God's sun in the sky, which makes life possible. For all of you who get so offended by comparing Jesus to the sun in the sky, don't be offended. You know, just be honest with yourself. Is that so bad? I mean, the sun makes life possible. Perhaps there's spiritual energy coming right from that sun as well. How about live by the golden rule and seek truth and don't worry about anything else? You know, if everybody in the world started doing that, you know what? It could be a paradise tomorrow. Everybody started just taking care of each other, trying to help each other out, being honest with each other, just like I do. But you see, because there's religion, people hate the truth. A lot of people hate me just because I say I'm not a Christian. I didn't say I didn't believe in God. I didn't say I wasn't spiritual. I just said I don't believe the story of Christianity. Seems like it was sent here to control man. Just like history and government. One more point about that Freemason compass and square. There are 47 degrees in the compass for measuring circles, 90 degrees in the right angle, the square, the Freemasons builders, instruments of measurement and building. That's 137 degrees. And 137 is the 33rd prime number. Washington, D.C., 137, which is built around the Freemason compass and square. Authority, White House, government, all 137. The big G represents 33. So does federal, so does masonry, so does secrecy. Washington, D.C., named after the 33rd degree Freemason. Again, the Masons have the 47th problem of Euclid. Foundation 47, framework 47. The 47th problem of Euclid sums to 333. The Zionist nation of Israel, established on the 333rd day of the year, in the year 47. Remember, the United States of America is all part of the ongoing Masonic Zionist agenda. The United States of America has always been a Jewish Masonic state. 47th problem about how to establish foundation. Think about this nation's birthday. 4/7, the 4th day of the 7th month. Foundation and framework 47. Again, here's the tropics, 23.5 degrees north, 23.5 degrees south, a difference of 47 degrees. The truth is undeniable. Trav W., one of the most brilliant commenters, I can't get him to get on All for Truth and share his knowledge there. He posts all of his comments in the videos, and there's a lot of brilliant comments that a lot of people never see. I wish he would put them on the forums. But anyway, He caught yesterday doing research that the original name of Donald Trump, their original family name, before they changed it to Trump, was Drumpf. And Drumpf has gematria of 33 and 84. Like how Jesuit is 84 and Trump's a Jesuit. Again, Trump also has the gematria of 47, as we talked about. So I know there was one other piece I wanted to say. It slipped out of my mind, but we covered a lot, Truth Seeker. Just know there's always more. There's always more, Truth Seeker, but we know a lot. These Freemason secrets are secrets no longer. We got to get these knowledge out to the masses so we can see what's going on in this society with the rigged elections. You know, we're living out a big Masonic lie, and it's time to put it to an end. I guess they're also triggering Brexit today. And let's not forget that Brexit's a 33. Brexit's also 84 in reverse. That's great. I guess let's just see what it is in Chaldean for kicks. These are alt methods we don't use so much. I guess we should check it out in Satanic too. Okay, it doesn't look like those are hitting there. But remember this. Donald Trump was in the UK for Brexit, and that was exactly 138 days before the US election. Surprise Brexit vote, then surprise Donald Trump vote. And of course, 138 connects to the federal government. I guess I should also mention this with regards to Brexit. England's 33. Brexit's 33. You know? Remain was also a 33 vote. But they went with the Brexit by the numbers. If you missed my work on Brexit, go back and check it out. All of this stuff is planned and executed by the same Masonic gang by the numbers. And, I just remembered what I was going to show you. Julius Caesar, 139. Freemasonry, 139. America, 139. There's this new hit TV show called Westworld, 139, which is trying to clue us into our own existence. Don't forget the U.S. was established July 4th, 1776. Date with 104 numerology, like 10-4 message received. Jerusalem equals 104 and 139. 10-4 message received. Guess what Jewish state equals? 139. The United States of America, always a Jewish state. Jewish 74. Masonic 74. Holiday 74. Independence Day 74. On 7/4 or 4/7. Israel established in 47 on the 333rd day of the year. Now you know the code, Truth Seeker. Until next time.